All right, guys, we're back with an update video. So, didn't think I'd be making this. Some huge drama just came out as of, say, about 10 minutes ago. I'll just show you the screenshot so like that I'm not lying about it or anything. Straight from Ryan Daniels, who's I trust as a West Coast correspondent. A major blow for the West Coast Eagles. Elliot Yeo is dealing with a calf injury and will miss round one. Scans confirmed this issue yesterday afternoon, so it did take a day for it to come out. They probably double-checked it, triple-checked it. Yeo has had near faultless preseason, which is true. If you go back and watch the video I did on the preseason, recapping games, and the team update video I did afterwards, I said I was very happy with how little they played him. I thought that was way better than him playing heaps and putting up some crazy score. You didn't need to see it. I wanted him to play enough that you can see he's fit, but without playing too much so he could run an injury risk. And looks like there's been an injury that's happened. This could have just happened during training. But I guess we won't know. That's 256 this came out. It's 306 right now. It's pretty tough. But to be honest, this happens every year. So it's all about pivoting. What are you going to do now that Yo's out? I'll just go into the team quickly. Show a couple options. Right off the bat, one option I do want to bring up is just bench him a week. For 337k, it's very hard to find someone of the same value. As you can see, there's also, I've made an update down here and here. We'll talk about that. This one, it maybe might not stay, but this one, I'm really liking it right now, but we'll get into that. So as for Yo, say you were to trade him. I'm kind of leaning towards just keep him. D7 for a week. Maybe I'll bring in McKenna. This is the situation where McKenna is pretty good. So McKenna should play. There's no reason he really shouldn't. But the only thing is dealing with calf injury and will miss round one. There's nothing else here that says whether it's more than 1 week. Good thing is Eagles play Saturday. So between today being Wednesday, tomorrow Thursday, Friday, then that's the end of the work week. So hopefully by Friday night, something comes out. Someone's been able to check the scans again, saying, okay, this is a 2 to 3 week injury. At that point, if it's more than round one, I'd say trade. You're dropping too many points. But we saw this last year with Darcy. And I think overall it was better to go to Wits, but I mean, you could have just held Darcy, to be honest, for that 1 week. Get a play in Ruck 3 and just work from there. So what do I want? I'm looking for players that can afford. Will Day is actually, how much was he? 337. Is it reasonable to say 30k? Yeah, I'd say so. If you have 30k in your bank, it's probably enough that you're kind of messing around with fixing up rookies and all that. So Will Day is an option if you want someone similar price tag, good scoring ability, it seems fine. It needs to hit the same numbers as Yo to make cash. Could be good once round 6 DPPs hit. Probably will get midfield DPP. I think that's probably the go-to option. Currently at 6%, could see that jumping up to 10 to 15. Depending on how many people see that Yo's out. Again, being West Coast, WA news, we'll see how much it gets put over here. But if you're into Supercoach, you've definitely already seen it. Other than Yo, who else we got? Don't really like any of these guys. Underneath him, Hunter Clark. I haven't seen anything that would persuade me into that pick at all. The Jaden Hunt looks really good, and actually he probably benefits the most in round one from Yo being out. In preseason, I've seen a couple of reports on Hunt. The only reason I haven't got him in Supercoach is I take this a bit more seriously. I do have him in fantasy though. He's been training with the defenders, the first report, plays the game, and he's playing kind of wing, forward. But then in second game, I did see him in the back line a little bit. So I think this, if you want to stay with the Eagles halfbacks, who I think will score good because the ball is kicked around a fair bit back there, I think Hunt is really not that bad an option. Risky, sure, but no pain, no gain. You have to take a risk sometimes, and at 2%, it's a good pod. If you hop on him early, this is pretty good. Jack Bowes is another one who, honestly, he should play round 1. I don't think he's hurt. There was that video that came out of him training with like a different color shirt on from the rest of the Geelong group. I don't think he was injured. I just think he was on light duties at practice because he wasn't playing in the preseason game. But, I mean, other than that, it's probably 3 options. Day, Hunt, and Bowes, if you're looking for that same spot. Other than that, I guess you drop your... A lot of people have this kind of spot. Honestly, you know what? I've already fallen out of love for Callahan there, so I'm going to put... who was it? Mackenzie. I'm going to put him back in. You could, I guess, do this. It's probably easier for me to just do it than explain it. Wait, no, that's wrong. There was a... Yeah, it's easy for me to do it this way. Say I go Dacos. You bring an a 500k mid. Doesn't matter who, to be honest, but just a 500k mid. Actually, then I can chuck Callahan here. So you can do this. I think this is actually probably the best scenario out of it in terms of maintaining scoring. Dacos, Young's obviously a step down. Dacos, Young, and Ridley. Personally, not the biggest fan of Ridley. I think that the Essendon backline is too much of a game-to-game decision on who plays what role. Like Redmond can easily outscore Ridley given the role. And it's back and forth. Like if Ridley gets his good role where it's just intercept and kind of play loose, Ridley's obviously like one of the best defenders you can have. But yeah, he can share kick-ins, he can get stuck in a lockdown role. Sometimes it's not the best. But say you go in this strategy, which doing it now, I don't mind. So it does load up on GWS players, but Callie, I'm pretty sold on, to be honest. The fact that he's scored so good throughout his career, and now he's getting CBAs, and coach really believes in him, and he's kind of underpriced. I think he could push like 120. I don't mind this pick. He's a good kick of the ball. He's versatile enough, not too much that he's going to get played half forward. I don't think anyone is as dumb as Leon Cameron to play him as a forward pocket. But he's good enough that if he goes forward, he can kick a goal and it maintains his scoring, kind of like Bont. So Bont goes forward, but it doesn't kill his scoring because he kicks a goal or two. I think Kelly can do kind of the same thing. Green is locked in. This triangle here is locked in. Hopper, I feel better about him than a Setterfield, a Warple, so on and so forth. I think this 4 here is locked in. Kelly, I feel pretty good about, but he's not locked. Callahan, though, needs to average around 80. Let's see if there's just a quick... Because to do this, bring in a 500k defender for Yo, you need someone here that's better than a rookie. I guess not better than a rookie, but equal to a rookie. I guess you could go like that. You field Phillips, and you just go cheaper on the bench. But I don't want these 3 on field. Ashcroft, super safe. Don't mind it. He's probably on field until I can upgrade him. But these 2, I don't want both on the field. I kind of want to pick and choose between them. For week 1, honestly, I think I might go Mackenzie. over Phillips. I think Eagles midfield is pretty defensive. Let's see, what am I doing? Defender. Yes, just give me Dacos for the moment. So Callahan is 240k, needs to make roughly, needs to score roughly 80. What is it? So he's 244 plus 150 is 390. Is that right? Yeah, it is. So 390k roughly puts you at Marlon Pickett, who's not a wing. Haitley, who just doesn't have a role, really plays everywhere. Hinge, he could beat out, but I mean, he needs to beat him out by a fair bit. Hollins, haven't watched enough of him. Parfitt's kind of got an everywhere role. Geelong doesn't really count. Side bottom. Could he outscore a side bottom? I think so. Don't mind it. For now, he stays in, but if I get cold feet on it, don't be surprised if he leaves. We'll see if I make one more video tomorrow. Well, if there's any more drama, obviously we'll talk about it. But yeah, huge drama. Elliot Yeo is one of the most picked players in Supercoach, 54%. That's huge. So 54 puts him at, I'd say about top 10 picked. And he's out round 1, so that's huge news. Let me know how you guys are going to deal with it. Whether you're going to do this, maybe bring an extra 500k defender, or a cheaper defender, say like a Will Day, who I really do like. Or are you just going to bench him for a week and see what happens, and maybe make the decision next week. But yeah, just a quick one. See you all next time. Tasty out.